Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Welcome everyone for the 21 days challenge mantra meditation, day 16. And yes, congratulations. This congratulations is very, very important. It's an achievement every single day all the participants are doing by somehow conquering the mind and coming in front of the screen. Sometimes I really wonder if this was the case 10 years back when I came to Krishna consciousness. I don't think I would have become a devotee. I would have never taken to chanting of the holy names. You people all are extremely sincere and serious, so you all are able to come and make it dot on time. Thank you very much. I'm really grateful that I have such wonderful participants in my program. So let's start by chanting prayers. Today we're going to have really very amazing and lot of takeaways. And also today I'll discuss about what after the 21 days challenge. Okay, let's start by chanting prayers. Please repeat after me. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mokam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatam vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So welcome once again. So we're discussing a very important topic, understanding the behavior of people around us and also understanding our own behavior. This is what is the topic that is going on. So we understood that we are controlled by the three modes of material nature. And we also understood the three modes: Sattva Guna, mode of goodness; Rajoguna, mode of passion; and Tamoguna, mode of ignorance. And we also saw the characteristic, how people work in all the three modes. The person in mode of goodness is very determined and enthusiastic, and he does not get deterred, or he does not become slackened, both in success and failure. He's equal in both. Whereas when it comes to a person in mode of passion, he keeps swinging like a pendulum. When success, very high, and then when failure, he goes very low into depression. And he works just for results. What's in it for me? And mode of ignorance people, they're lazy, all the time lazy, very good at insulting people, very good at cheating people. And all of them, they have their own eating habits. Mode of goodness people like everything fresh and sober. When it comes to mode of passion, they want very, very spicy item and very pungent and bitter and hot, very hot. And the mode of ignorance people, they like dead things. They like putrefied and basically untouchable things they like to eat more. And then what about the happiness? The happiness in the mode of goodness is like poison at start, nectar at end. Happiness in the mode of passion, nectar at start, poison at end. And when it comes to ignorance, poison at start, poison at end. But still, they'll not get any intelligence to understand that I'm eating poison throughout. So in this way, we understood these are the three categories in which the modes act. And everyone in this world, no one can be exempted, obviously, except those perfected souls. Except them, everyone is under the clutches of three modes of material nature. Everyone is dancing on the tunes or the songs sung by the three modes of material nature. And still, people think they're independent. This is the joke. People, they say, you people who are practicing spirituality, you follow so many rules and regulations. Come on, man, have some freedom. You fool, you are not free. We are free because we follow rules and regulations. You are completely under the modes of material nature because you don't know how to go above the modes of material nature. Yes. So in this way, when actually we follow rules and regulations from the scriptures, we get freed from the three modes of material nature. So rules and regulations free a person. But thinking that I'm free is not the solution for actually becoming free from the three modes of material nature. So before I speak something, I would like to ask all of you all, after understanding all this, please tell me which mode are you in? Which mode are you in? Please comment in the in the chat box, in the comment section. I'm sure everyone will say mode of goodness. See, we have mode of goodness, passion, ignorance, all three. Rajas, tamas, mixed, passion, goodness, mode of goodness. I'm so happy that at least some people are in mode of goodness. I am not, at least. Sometimes in passion, sometimes in goodness. Okay, mix of all three. No one is completely in ignorance. Mix of all. Passion, goodness. Passion, goodness. This is what I'm seeing. Okay. There are some in mode of ignorance like me also. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for all your replies. So yes, let's try to understand which mode we are in. It's a very, very important question, to answer and also to realize. So there is nothing called as pure, something being in pure goodness, pure passion, pure ignorance. Because all of them, they are basically a mixture. Like I always give this example, the rope or the color. We have the three colors, RGB, and just by the mixture of that, depending on how much quantity we are mixing, we get the output. And how many colors will be the output? Infinite number of colors. So there are infinite combinations of mode of goodness, passion, ignorance possible. Here, the shloka from Bhagavad Gita makes it very, very clear that how. So it's a known fact that, okay, we'll chant this shloka. Please repeat after me. Rajastamascha vibhuya Sattvam bhavati bharata Rajah sattvam tamaschaiva Tamah sattvam rajastatha. So a very important shloka for today to understand which mode we are in. See, we have to understand one thing, that all the three modes are acting on every person. But sometimes the mode of goodness will lead passion and ignorance. Sometimes the passion will lead goodness and ignorance. Sometimes ignorance will take over the goodness and passion. So in this way, all the three are acting, but which one is prominent? That will determine the current phase of the person. Yes. So now we have to understand one thing very clearly, that every person is acted upon by all three modes of material nature. It's a combination. It's not just one. That's why we see that we ourselves sometimes will be there in goodness, and then we'll be there in passion to the peak, and then we'll get into ignorance also. And to be very frank, it's needed. Ignorance is needed to sleep. So at night, ignorance is needed. Purposely, willfully, we get into ignorance at night. So in this way, we understand that every person is in all the three modes, a combination of all the three modes. So now when the person is behaving in a particular way, we have to understand that he's there in a set of a combination of modes. And we also have to understand that at any moment, this combination can change. It's a random program that works. And the parameters, all the three parameters are dynamic. and they change randomly. So we can never say that this person who is there in front of me with this behavior will remain in this behavior forever. No, it might change drastically, it might change, and then we might see a drastic difference in the person's behavior. So there are some takeaways, from this, how to actually deal with people. And this is one of my favorite slides, and very, very practical. In fact, the ones who want to note it down, please go ahead and note it down. So these are the 5 points which I would like to elaborate on. The first one is, modes will work for sure, but effect can be minimized. No one can escape 3 modes of material nature. It will work. It will work on us also. But then the effect can be minimized. How? We will actually acquire the modes of material nature depending on whom we are associating with. Karanam guna sangosya sad asad yoni janmasu. Krishna says that whichever mode you associate with, you actually acquire that mode. So when we are associated with some people, say someone is in mode of ignorance, say drunkard. So it's always said to become a drunkard, be with a drunkard. Simple. So to get into mode of ignorance, be with a person in ignorance. But then if someone wants to remain in mode of goodness, the association should be like that, in mode of goodness. The people should be like that in mode of goodness. And just by, even if we are in utter ignorance, automatically we'll come to goodness. When I used to take physical sessions here at ISKCON Whitefield, I would look at everyone and I would ask this question, that I'm sure there'll be some people here who would be drinking alcohol, and their heads will go down without. And then I would ask this question, okay, I'll get you a fresh new bottle. How many of you would like to drink now? No one can dare to do that, isn't it? No one can dare to do that, because automatically we get into mode of goodness. And say hypothetical situation, I know all of you are in mode of goodness, none of you will do this, but just an hypothetical situation, that suppose you are in a pub or a bar, dancing, and then I come there, I say, remember me, mantra meditation, take beats, start chanting. You're dancing on a nice rock music or a metallic music, and then I give you the beats. Is it possible to chant there? Complete ignorance. It's very, very difficult. So if we really want to minimize the action of mode of passion and ignorance, then we have to make sure that we associate people in mode of goodness. And you know what? Only when we come above the mode of passion, mode of ignorance, mode of goodness, we can actually break the cycle of birth and death. That is called as pure goodness. It will not have a tinge of passion or ignorance. Yes. And that state one can achieve by practicing bhakti, by doing mantra meditation, by reading Bhagavad Gita, hearing Bhagavad Gita, associating with devotees, watering tulsi, having Krishna prasadam. So like this, we can actually come above the 3 modes of material nature. And we can situate ourselves at transcendental platform where the matter of this world cannot touch us. Let's go to the second point. The second point says, hate the sin, not the sinner. Today, I'm sure all the ones who are hearing this for the first time, you'll understand that it's not the mistake of the person. It's because he's helplessly pulled by the 3 modes of material nature that he's doing sinful activity. So we have to hate actually the sin, not the sinner. Yes. We should be compassionate, not to the sinner, because we have to understand that he's helplessly driven by mode of ignorance and passion. That's the reason he's behaving like this, committing various sinful activities. And another very important thing is that many times, as soon as we see the person, we judge the person. Third point, forming perception on people is destructive. People change. As soon as we see, we decide, Hare, he's a very good person. Oh, he's a gone case. But one thing we have to understand, in front of you now he is good because mode of goodness is prominent, but you never know when ignorance will take over, when passion will take over. Are we understanding this? A very, very important point. So this point has to be understood, and we shouldn't label people, because no label is permanent in this world. No label. Now, we can never label a person saying he's a good person. We can never label a person saying he's a bad person. Actually, it's my personal experience. I've burnt my hands many times doing this. And then when I came across these 3 modes of material nature, then I understood, yes, it's a fact. Now, no person in this world is good and no person in this world is permanently bad. Everyone keeps changing based on which mode they're associating with and which mode is leading in their life. And last 2 points for, last 2 points for today. Where is it? When you get affected by someone, don't ponder it on too much. And the fifth one is higher goal. Let me talk about this. Many times when someone tells something, especially closed ones, who are very much dear to us, and they speak something which really hurts us. At that time, we take it very, very seriously. How dare she can say this? How dare he can say this? I've done so much for him. He does not remember this. What sort of person he is? Actually, a spiritualist should be matured enough to understand. Okay, chalo, theek hai. A mode of ignorance is acting. We should just allow some time to pass, and we'll see the person himself will come back. Either he'll tell sorry or he'll behave properly. So one thing we have to understand is that there is no point in just pondering on the topic that why he said this, why she said this. There's no point in doing that. This is very, very important. Just imagine, just by understanding these three modes of material nature, theoretically, we are feeling so nice. Just imagine if we implement it practically, become matured in spiritual life and implement that in practical way, how much peaceful the life be. Yes. And also, how many people will deal with and how many times will change people, and how much will you tolerate. So one, Ramban, the thumb rule or the important solution is have a higher goal in life. What is the higher goal? We have to break the cycle of birth and death and go back home, back to Godhead. That is the highest goal that we need to have. When we have that goal and we're marching towards it very, very intensely, anything happens here and there, small things, someone said this, someone said that, this happened in my life, that happened in my life, it actually doesn't matter. That is the reason even in this COVID situation, the spiritualists are least affected. They're like, the death, the birth, all these are part of life. What is there to ponder on so much? Let's think about how to break the cycle of birth and death, and let's practice intensely. That is what is the mood of spiritualists. I've spoken to so many senior devotees. They all are like least affected. They're like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to wear mask. Okay, I'll wear. Use sanitizer. Okay. Wash hands. Okay, I'll do it. Take vaccination. Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Apart from this, there is nothing which I can do. So better do mantra meditation, read Bhagavad Gita, read Bhagavatam, be in spiritual consciousness. We'll see if even if we want to die, even if we have to die, we will die in elevated consciousness. Why to die in fear? Let's be bold even on the battlefield. I mean, on the deathbed. Why to fear? This is so nice. This is how the consciousness of a spiritualist is, where he understands the truth of life and he knows what is the goal of life. So yes, so all of you have started. All the ones who are coming for the first time, who are attending my sessions for the first time, I mean this mantra meditation series. So you all have started the journey, and I would request that please continue. Human form is very rare. We have to attain the ultimate goal. Or else, just imagine again and again, life, death, birth, death. And who knows, COVID's brother, sister, and all the relatives might also come in future years. Possible. Yes. So this world is like this. So, it's not a place to live. So we have to aim for something high, the highest goal. And that is to break the cycle of birth and death. So we all have started the journey. Now the thing that we have to do is continue. Yes. So I was thinking that after 21 days challenge, what can be done? So obviously having everyday session will be difficult for all of you. All of you might be working, having your household work, etc. So we can meet on weekends and we can have some sessions. And in spiritual life, one-to-one guidance is very important. So we are planning to form closed groups where a mentor will be assigned in each group, and there'll be a lot of discussion and a lot of nice things will be spoken from Bhagavad Gita, from Srimad Bhagavatam, and obviously nice mantra meditation will be done in every session. So these groups will be formed very soon. So we are planning around July 11th. This will be done, and obviously in between we'll have some sessions. So there, actually, we will grow spiritually in those groups if we are part of those groups, where we can take practical guidance, from the leader who is there in that group, and we call these groups as Bhakti Vrikshas. So anyone who is there, any leader who is there, he's called as Bhakti Vriksha leader, and he guides all the Bhakti Vriksha members, who are there. So in this way, what happens is there is one-to-one connection, and we are free, to approach the person, ask questions, get the answers, and practically understand how to progress in spiritual life. Yes, because in this screen with 300, 400 people, tell me how many questions will I be able to take, and how many people will I be able to guide. So we need to have some people. So what I have done is I've selected qualified people who have taken up the role of Bhakti Vriksha leader, who are ready to take the role of Bhakti Vriksha leader. Now, what you people have to do is you have to let me know if you're interested to be a part of this Bhakti Vriksha. All the ones who are new to this mantra meditation, for them I'm saying. So I will float the form immediately after this session. For next few days, we'll be floating the form. So there, two things you have to do. One is, please mention your realization. I want to see what transformation you have in your life by 21 days of challenge. And second thing, you have to tell me if you're interested to be a part of a Bhakti Vriksha and continue these sessions which we are having, even like every weekend, from 10th or 11th of July. So these are the two questions that you need to answer, and the form will be floated very soon, immediately after the session. Okay? See, I'm not leaving any of you hanging. I have given an option. So I have done my job. Yes. Okay, chalo, let's do mantra meditation now. After understanding that how three modes of material nature work, let's take shelter of the holy name. Anyone who takes shelter of the holy name, that person can easily cross over these three modes of material nature. Yes. Because finally, holy name is Krishna. And these three modes of material nature are Krishna's energy. And if we tell Krishna that, oh, Krishna, please save me, Krishna will tell the material energies, chalo, chalo, aajao. No, he's my devotee. No, come back, come back. And we'll be saved completely. So let's be in that mood today to pray to Krishna that please help. And today, I'm sure all of us might have realized that none of us are free. There is no freedom, completely bound. But then when we practice mantra meditation, bhakti, surely will become free. So yes, please come to the meditation and let's get ready for mantra meditation. Amazing activity that we do for 10 minutes. Around 380 to 400 participants are there now live, Zoom plus YouTube. And this opportunity is there today and for next 5 days. So let's not waste this opportunity that we have got. Let's utilize to the fullest. For next 10 minutes, every single mantra, every single Maha mantra, let's try to focus completely. Let's focus on each and every word that we're going to chant in the Maha mantra. That is Hare, Krishna, and Ram. Obviously, the mind will waver here and there because mind is acted by three modes of material nature. So it will waver. But then we have to take shelter of Krishna. Whenever the mind is going here and there, we have to beg to Krishna that please help me. Please help me to focus my mind on the Maha mantra. Please help me. And if Krishna desires, Krishna will pull the mind back on the mantra. So we have to beg and pray. That is very, very important. And throughout the meditation that we're going to do, let's be in that helpless mode, understanding that how much suffering is there in this world, how much we're drowning lifetime after lifetime. And now we have got this golden opportunity to hold the little finger of Lord Sri Krishna and then just break the cycle of birth and death and go above the three modes of material nature. So let us all take this opportunity to pray to Krishna for ourselves, for others, and let us be in the helpless mood, calling out for help. Every mantra is a call for help. Let us all chant in this mode today. Please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Let us all chant 3 times together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now let us all sync with the audio, and for next 10 minutes, let's focus on the Maha Mantra. Only 10 minutes. Here we start.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare.
Keep your eyes closed. Let us all chant Maha Mantra 3 times loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Now let us all, without moving lips, chant in the mind 3 times loudly. Feel the transcendental vibration of the Maha Mantra and observe the calmness that we have got after doing mantra meditation. Gently open your eyes and with your eyes capture this beautiful darshan of Lord Sri Krishna in your hearts. Very carefully observe each and every part of the lotus feet. Observe the toes, the ruby-like nails, the ornaments of different colors on each toe. Look at the beautiful pinkish sole. Observe the anklets, tulsi leaf, the fragrant flowers which are around. And look at the beautiful posture in which the Lord is standing. Gently close your eyes and let's try to recollect the image. If you're not able to recollect, you can open your eyes and see and again close your eyes. But now try at least to recollect the image. Bring your focus to the toes, the ruby-like nails, the ornaments of different colors, greenish, pinkish, blackish, and bluish. Bring your focus to the pinkish sole anklets, tulsi leaf, fragrant flowers, and the posture in which the Lord is standing. I request everyone take this opportunity and pick the best fragrant flower with the best color and with a lot of love and devotion offer at the lotus feet of the Lord. Or pick the fresh tulsi leaves and with a lot of love and devotion, please offer at the lotus feet of the Lord. Please take this opportunity and offer a silent prayer, praying for yourself, praying for all the people connected to you, and all the people all around the world. May all those people recover as fast as possible, both physically and psychologically. And may they also get this wonderful opportunity to associate with the Maha Mantra and the beautiful lotus feet of the Lord, which is the ultimate destination of life. Please open your eyes. Thank you very much for so patiently being there throughout the session. It's so wonderful to chant with so many people. To be frank, right from the time this 21 days challenge has started, my chanting has improved a lot. So every morning in ISKCON, we chant for 2 hours from 5:30 to 7:30 in the morning, and it's very effective after associating with all of you all, and after meditating on the lotus feet, it has become very, very nice and very relishing every day morning. In fact, I look forward nowadays, for mantra meditation in the morning. So I thank all of you all, to help me out for this, and I'm sure many of you might also experience the same thing. Anyways, I will see the forms, and in that, please mention your realizations so that I get to know the same. Please post the names of all the people whom you want to pray for. Let's pray for all of them. And also, since only 6 days are remaining, so I was thinking I'll stay back for another 15 minutes. And after praying for all of them, I'll take 4 or 5 questions and then end. But all the ones who want to leave for dinner, please go and have your dinner. And all the ones who already had your dinner, you can stay back and maybe ask questions and hear. But now, please post the names of people whom you want to pray, and then we'll take questions. Okay. So let us all pray for all the names there in the chat box and even on the YouTube comment section. So let's pray for all of them by chanting 3 times Maha Mantra. Please pray selflessly so that they all get benefited. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. May Lord Sri Krishna bestow his choicest blessings and mercy to all of them. And may he give them inner strength so that all of them recover both physically and psychologically and withstand the current situation with lots of confidence. Jai, thank you very much for being there. Yes, please, if you have some questions, you can post. But I don't promise I'll be answering all, but whatever few I can, for next 15 minutes, I'll answer. How devotees keep their minds calm in the time of crisis. So it's very simple. See, crisis will come once in a while. It's like a spike, in the entire life journey. So that spike we'll be able to handle when the straight lines we have handled in our life. What were we doing every single day when there was no crisis? That will actually tell that what we will do actually in the crisis. So devotees are used to taking shelter of the Lord every single day by doing mantra meditation, by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha mantra, praying to the Lord, and then doing devotional service. It's a normal course of action for them. So every single day this is happening, and suddenly when spike comes, what will they do? Same thing. And then that spike, they'll be able to withstand the current crisis or the critical situation which they'll be going through. Yes. So basically, every single day practice helps in the crisis, and that becomes the shelter. We should give our 100%, but how do I know what's my 100%? How do I know I have given my 100%? See, this is something which we have to analyze, for quite some time in our life. So when we are working, so there is something called as our threshold point. So when we reach that, slowly and steadily we start feeling the heat, that it's becoming too much. And once we go above that, we feel a lot of heat, and there'll be some sort of frustration and things like that. So it means we have gone beyond our capacity. And below our capacity is like we are not at all feeling the heat at all. There is no heat at all. We are like in our comfort zone, and it's just there. So when we reach our threshold, that is 100%, there'll be some heat that we will feel. So that is very much needed. So little bit, not too much, not too much that person will get burnt completely. Is there any significance of the pink soul of Krishna? So Lord Krishna's lotus feet, feet itself called as lotus feet, they are very, very soft, and the soul of the Lord is pinkish, because it is the lotus flower is somewhat in this world somewhat similar to the lotus feet. So that's how we can relate. So just imagine how soft the lotus flower is. That's how the soft the lotus feet is. It is said that Yashoda Maya, mother of Krishna, when she would touch the feet, she would become scared, because she will touch and then it will become red. That full part will become red. That's how soft lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna is. So yes, so pinkish. That's what is the thing. Okay, let me take one question from YouTube. Should we take vaccination when we have full faith in Krishna? Yes, why not? See, it's not about faith now, because we don't have complete faith in Krishna, none of us, including me. With time, it will come. Why currently we don't have complete faith? Because our heart is contaminated. Our heart is not pure. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, illusion, they're dancing in our heart. And because of that, having complete faith in Krishna is very difficult. And anything happens to this body, will not be able to do devotional service. Very difficult. Just imagine, person is on the bed with high fever, not able to open his eyes, not able to hold the beads, not able to utter the holy name. How will we do devotional service? So we should try our best to keep our body healthy every single day. Like we should have healthy food, good lifestyle, maybe some exercise like walking every single day or whatever. That will actually help the person to remain healthy and continue the devotional service. So we are not doing devotional all these things to keep our body fit to do sense gratification. We want to serve the Lord in a much better way, right? That is the reason we want to do. We don't want to waste a single minute, single moment. So we don't want to, since we don't want to waste time, and we want to serve the Lord with full energy and enthusiasm, we should remain healthy, and we should do anything and everything possible to keep ourselves healthy. And one of them is vaccination. If it is helping, yes, we can take. I have not yet taken. We are also planning to take. How can we understand that we are in ignorance mode during the day and avoid hurting others by our actions or words? So when we become angry, and when very, very beautiful words are coming from our mouth, it means we are in mode of ignorance. Simple. So at that time, we should just calm down, pick up the beads and chant. If you are in the office, just go to the empty meeting room and sit for some time and chant for some time and come back. This is what I was personally doing, and it was helping me. Maybe if you want, you can follow. So as soon as we get angry and as soon as we get negative thoughts, it means we are in ignorance. How do you know one has attained moksha or not? It's very simple. The person will not be touched by the modes of material nature. Just by his behavior, we can obviously we will not be able to make out, but he himself will be able to make out, because the steadiness that is there within, and his connection with the Lord will be so strong. He'll be able to reciprocate with the Lord and get the reciprocation from the Lord. So that will be very, very strong, completely on a spiritual platform. So that is the sign of moksha. And obviously there are some technical symbols also, technical signs, which I would not like to discuss now because it's too technical. So there are nine symptoms of a person who has attained moksha. So there are different technical things which no one can imitate. It's not possible to imitate. And maybe one of them I can tell. One of them is namagane sadaruchi. So means the person has got so much taste in chanting the Maha mantra that he cannot stop. 24/7, even in the sleep, the tongue keeps vibrating the Maha mantra. He cannot stop. That's 1 out of 9. However, I try, couldn't bear the people ditching us even after helping them a lot. How can I stay away from that? So it's not a big thing. And people are not ditching us uh, just like that. It's our own karma. We have to get that pain. Whatever pain we have given to people in the past, that pain will come to us. Tit for tat will happen. So when something like that we are going through, we have to tell ourselves, this is not something which is coming, which I don't deserve, and that is coming. No, I completely deserve that. I have done this in the past, and this is what is coming to me now. It's okay. We just take it. We just take it at that time, and we don't ponder much on that. See, that's what when we attend these classes, mantra meditation sessions, Gita classes, and all, shloka day, those videos which are coming up, and things like that. So when we attend all these things, we our consciousness will get elevated on a higher platform, and we'll start looking from top. Then we'll get the entire bird view, that what is happening and why is it happening. All those questions will be answered. So people who have come in our life, they have come with a purpose. Now there was a transaction that was left incomplete in the past life, and that is getting completed now. Yes. So we now have to take shelter of mantra meditation, take shelter of the holy name, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and now understand that yes, whatever I have done is coming back to me. Let's not ponder too much on it, and let me be broad-hearted, big-hearted, and forgive them, whatever it is. If I also try to do something like that to them, so maybe the cycle was getting over and I'm again starting a cycle, and maybe next life again, it will repeat. So why to get into that again? So just tolerate whatever it is. Yes. And obviously, whatever is practical, if it is too much, better to keep safe distance from that person and not interact much. If we have good interpersonal skills, we know how to deal with people very nicely, then yes, we can just forgive and just carry on. One day the person will realize, and maybe that person will come and beg forgiveness also. From YouTube, I'll take one question. If result is based on karma, then what is the role of prayer? So our desires, which are there, and our prayers, which are there, that actually helps, in various ways, because it's a petition that we are signing to the Lord, that, oh Lord, please help this person. Yes. So when we are praying for a person, what happens? We are adding spiritual credits to that person. Let me go technical now, to make you understand this. So we have punya and papa. Now, since spiritual credits are missing, the person has to go through this, papa and punya, whatever. And when papa is more, the sinful reactions are more, the person suffers a lot. So when we pray, what are we doing? We are adding spiritual credits in the account of that person. We are somewhere and that person is somewhere, but still we are adding. And by that, what happens? If our prayers are sincere and selfless, that's why I'm telling every day, offer selfless prayer. So when that is there, we are adding spiritual credits in the accounts of those people. And then with time, these spiritual credits will come in action and sufferings will go down. Spiritual credits have the power to literally burn off all the sinful karma that is there, or reactions, those are in waiting. So it can really burn out. So I always say that if you really want to pray, if you really want to help someone, pray for that person. You can chant one full extra round, 108 times you can chant Maha Mantra for that person. And maybe it might be possible that maybe our prayers are not that powerful to literally burn all the sinful reactions of that person. But surely there will be some effect for sure. Maybe on the subtle platform, maybe sometimes on the gross platform, it will have surely some effect. But that's how this spiritual science works. Why do devotees raise their hands when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? It's a helpless state. No, please help. Like Draupadi in Vastraharan time. So she was thinking she'll be able to catch her sari, and Dushasan was pulling the sari with full force. When she understood I cannot do anything, she raised her hands and she called out, "Oh Krishna, oh Govinda, please help me." And what did Krishna do? He helped at that time. So we understand that we are in that precarious situation currently, and we are actually in a dangerous situation. And in the mood of Draupadi, we raise our hands and call out for Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So that is the mood. Okay, why we get scared of unknown? Oh, so why we get scared of unknown? Because we don't have complete faith in Krishna. See, understand there is nothing unknown in this world. Krishna is there as Paramatma in everything. Every single atom is there, in every single person is there. And without Krishna's sanction, nothing happens in this world. Not even a blade of grass moves in this world without a sanction. But since we don't have faith in Krishna completely, as soon as we see something unknown, we fear. Yes. So as soon as someone has complete faith in Krishna, and this faith comes by chanting the Maha Mantra every single day, automatically with that faith he conquers the fear. He will not fear at all. Take my words, at all. Known, unknown, whatever it is, he will not fear. Death is known, but still people fear. Yes, so that's the thing. Okay. How to speak with a person in mode of goodness who hurt you more and more regularly? If someone is hurting you more and more regularly, how can he be in mode of goodness? He'll be in mode of ignorance. Simple. So keep safe distance if it is repeating. If it's repeating, sorry. Is there any tip that Prabhuji that not to get disturbed while chanting without anything? How can we chant peacefully? So see, this is basically the mercy of the Lord. The focus or the attentiveness in chanting. That's basically mercy of the Lord. So the only tip is praying to the Lord before chanting the Maha Mantra. Before starting the round, we intensely pray to the Lord that, "Oh Lord, please help me. I'm a very, very fickle-minded person, and I cannot focus at all on the spiritual subject matters. But oh Lord, with your mercy, with your help, anything is possible. Even a low-graded person like me, a fickle person like me, I'll be able to focus. Please help me, oh Lord." With this mood, if we pray, and whenever we get deviated, whenever mind gets deviated and we get to know, immediately we should offer a prayer, and we'll see that the mind will be pulled back on the mantra. And we should tell the mind again and again during chanting, "No, I don't want to think about anything else now. Only chanting, only chanting." This is what I'm doing. This helps. But finally, the mercy of the Lord is what matters, throughout chanting. How to concentrate for mantra meditation when there are lots of distractions like sound pollution, etc., especially in cities and during the later times of the days. Ideally, we have to chant early in the morning, so around 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. That time is very nice, till 6 o'clock. So that time it's very, very peaceful. Now we can chant. That's what we do in every ISKCON center. We chant from 5:30 to 7:30. It's very peaceful. Today morning, one of our colleagues was sharing this, that in Hindi, this saying is there, that subah jab, or we call it as chanting. So subah jab hota hai, दोपहर को जब करते हैं और रात को करना पड़ता है. Now these are the three things. Depending on 3 modes, it happens. So that's how it is. So better to do it in the early morning time. It will help. If you want to do it in the other times, then make sure you're in a closed room or something like that where it's soundproof or something like that. Yes. Because we are not great sadhu mahatmas who will go on the traffic and then still we can connect with the supreme and then chant the holy names. So that's not possible. We have to be practical. Okay, so last two questions I'll take and end for today. How to differentiate karma and akarma, especially at our workplace, government offices. Okay. So basically, you have to ask that what is my intention when I'm doing this work? If the intention is to serve Krishna, if the intention is to please Krishna, it's akarma. If it's something else, doing for our own self or our family members, that is karma. Simple. So that's the reason we have to mold our consciousness in such a way that we are working for Krishna. Okay, one question I'll take from YouTube. You said 4 sampradayas are there. I heard about Datta Sampradaya as well. Tell me more about it. I have not heard anywhere about this because I had circulated the shloka from Padma Puran in all the groups. So Padma Puran very clearly says there are only 4 sampradayas in Kali Yuga. There is no 5th one. Yes. So they might, people might give some name and call it as a sampradaya, but it cannot be accepted as sampradaya according to Vedic scriptures. Yes. So we have to see now where is the connection, where that connection is going. It has to get connected to either of the 4 sampradayas. It cannot be an independent one, not possible. If it is independent, then we don't know if it's a bona fide one. That's why when Shastra says something, that is final. There is no question apart from that. And whatever I have been speaking from last 16 days, so everything is spoken from Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam or Sampurana. Nothing is spoken from here. I don't have much intelligence to speak something from here. I cannot concoct something. So we have to just repeat whatever we have read and heard from scriptures. Okay, so let's stop here. It's 9:30. So let's continue this Q&A tomorrow also for next 5 days. Thank you very much. And please remember the Lord and meditate on the lotus feet before sleeping. And that will really make our night Krishna